Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Thursday, October 17th, 2024. And we begin with Shrinkflation unshrinking in the face of frustrated customers. PepsiCo, the owner of Lay's, Doritos, Tostitos, and Ruffles, says it will put more chips in some bags to lure back shoppers tired of paying more for less. Customer protection site Consumer World found that some versions of the Tostitos and Ruffles chips shrank by as much as 2 ounces over the past years and says the reversal is overdue. It's about time, said one Consumer World official. Chip lovers have suffered through years of downsizing. PepsiCo, the largest manufacturer of salty snacks in the U.S., says declining snack sales this year prompted the decision. According to CNN, experts expect the company's competitors to follow suit. With the race for the White House neck and neck, artificial intelligence is getting in on the action in what could be a dangerous way. Experts tell The Washington Post they are working to weed out audio impersonations, or so-called deep fakes, of both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump that could confuse voters in the days leading up to the election. More than 30 states have introduced measures to ban election-related dupes, but enforcers don't always get it right. Here are some tells everyday listeners can look out for. While AI does a good job of replicating patterns of speech, it often fails to emphasize certain words to make a point powerfully, as a speaker normally would. AI also has a hard time copying the breaths and pauses humans typically make and can sound robotic. Social media companies use deepfake detectors to flag offenders, but aren't always successful. So experts say when in doubt, don't share content unless you are absolutely sure it's the real deal. A teenage Sherpa from Nepal has become the youngest person to summit the world's 14 highest peaks. 18-year-old Nima Rinji reached the top of his final peak 1 week ago. All 14 mountains were so-called 8,000ers. Peaks like Mount Everest and K2 that stand more than 8,000 meters above sea level. His mountain hopping journey began 2 years ago, and when he finished, he did what all teens do. He celebrated on Instagram. Mountaineering is more than labor, he posted. It's a testament to our strength, resilience, and passion. Nima returned home to Nepal Monday to a hero's welcome, and while his achievement was confirmed by the Nepal Mountaineering Association, the BBC says it has not yet been admitted into the Guinness Book of World Records because new records can take weeks to confirm. If his bid is successful, he'll be the record holder by a mile. The current king of the world's highest peaks didn't summit all 14 until he was almost 30. The world's most well-known Grand Slam tennis tournament is going high-tech. Starting in 2025, Wimbledon will replace human line judges with automated electronic line calling, also called ELC. Tournament officials say the new system, powered by artificial intelligence, is more efficient and less time-consuming than the current one, in which line judge calls can be challenged and evaluated using Hawkeye technology. According to The Athletic, ELC is already in use at the U.S. Open and Australian Open and is preferred by the players, although former Wimbledon champion Andy Murray says the pros will miss having line judges on the court. In other sports news, football great Tom Brady is expanding his empire. Yesterday, NFL owners approved his offer to buy a 5% stake in the Las Vegas Raiders. He says he's excited at the prospect, and so is the internet, with many suggesting his first move should be to put himself in as quarterback. That won't happen, though. League rules state that he can't come out of retirement and play without first selling his share of the team. And the winner is Atlanta. The National Football League announced Tuesday that Georgia City will be host to Super Bowl 62 in 2028. Plans are already underway for the next Super Bowl, number 59, to be held February 9th, 2025 in New Orleans, Louisiana. According to ABC News, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has hinted at a future Super Bowl outside the U.S., but there are no concrete plans for that just yet. Still ahead, an inflatable pumpkin on the run. But first, we want to shout out Grayson Pierce of Los Angeles, California. Grayson, your mom, dad, and Jasper want you to know they are inspired by your kind heart and adventurous spirit, and are wowed by your creativity, ingenuity, and ability to make anything out of anything. We hear you also love karate, scouts, and playing drums in a band. That's a lot. Enjoy it all and have a happy birthday, Grayson. Now, today's KidNuz quiz. What company is attempting to unshrink shrinkflation by increasing the amount of chips in its bags? PepsiCo. What are the audio impersonations called that experts fear may confuse people in this election? Deep fakes. What Grand Slam tennis tournament is replacing human line judges with electronic ones? Wimbledon. What city will host the 2028 Super Bowl? Atlanta, Georgia. In today's KidNuz Kicker, getting carried away with Halloween decorations took on a whole new meaning in an Ohio town. Police in Bay Village were dispatched to track down a runaway Halloween display. The giant inflatable pumpkin had floated from its home onto a nearby road and nearly swallowed up the officers who were trying to corral and move the gigantic jack-o'-lantern. Backup officers arrived and got the blow-up gourd back to its owner. According to CNN, no people or pumpkins were harmed in the Halloween hoopla. Thanks again to the Pierces of Los Angeles, California for sponsoring today's quiz. A big happy birthday to one of our super fans, Grayson Pierce, and a shout out to his friends and amazing teachers, Ms. Beyer and Ms. Anders at Los Encinos School. And hello to some of our other Rockstar classrooms. Mrs. Avila's dual immersion Eagles at Parkview in El Monte, California. Mrs. Sparks Superheroes at R.E. Thompson in Tuscumbia, Alabama. And Mrs. Greg's Wildcats at Warren Hills in Liberty, Missouri. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share KidNuz with all your friends and family. And we'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.